I just got out the shower. Fuck. Alright, now that you've probably lost all respect for me, as I just ousted myself as a drinker and a vapor, hi. What am I doing here, essentially? That's a good question. What am I doing? In reality, I know what I'm doing, but what I'm trying to achieve, I don't know. I'm here to talk about what's been going on with Rooster Teeth and, by extension, RWBY. As you all probably know, I am a big fan of RWBY. I've made a lot of content on RWBY in the past, and RWBY is one of those franchises that I am heavily in love with and find myself addicted to, because it's just one of those things that I've latched onto in the past and refused to let go of. If you can look in the background of, like, all my shit, what do we have here? We have my belly, which is still here. We got, like, my favorite things, literally, are, like, Gears of War, Skyrim, and RWBY. And things that, like, are, like, they're the top tier of shit that I enjoy the most. But look, I've got all the RWBY books, bro. I'm a fan of RWBY. Like, what can I say? Now that you've seen my ugly posture and belly, you've probably lost even more self-respect for me. So, hi, if you're staying this long, it's great to see you. So, what's been going on with RWBY and Rooster Teeth? A lot has been exposed on Twitter the past few days, and it is really, really interesting and bizarre. It's all from one of the voice actresses from RWBY, Kaden Jensen. I am not entirely sure how to pronounce the name. In this Twitlonger here, posted on the 16th of October, they announced, once the Twitlonger loads, that they left Rooster Teeth. They were brought on in November 2013, and they left because of a multitude of reasons. And they admitted and, like, exposed a lot of the bigotry and abuse they received over the several, well, nearly 10 years they have spent there. And why is this a big deal? Why has this blown up? For multiple reasons. There's a few reasons why it's blown up to the point where even I want to speak about it, which is bizarre. I'm one of those people that... I'm one of those people that likes to put drama aside and tries to avoid getting involved with it as much as I can. I've been in drama only once before, and that was when Gus and I got cancelled for not liking a Caleb Hyles album. And initially I wanted to make a video about it, I wanted to talk about it. In the end, I just responded to a comment on one of our Let's Play videos after we took the review down. And, like, I do my best to avoid controversy, and it is my belief that you can enjoy what you want to enjoy, even, like, if it doesn't hurt anyone, enjoy what you want to enjoy. So, and I'm also one of those people that tries to separate the IP from the creator. Like, I don't like a lot of what J.K. Rowling has said and done over the past few years, but I still enjoy the shit out of Harry Potter. It's that weird double-edged sword. And I still love RWBY with all my heart, even, like, the lesser, like, less than good seasons and episodes and books. Like, I still enjoy it through and through. And, but this has really shaken a lot of what I enjoy about RWBY and shaken a lot of what I, like, respect in people. And again, I try to keep those things separate, but it's kind of hard when things are this explicit and this outright. And you could say, oh, but, like, J.K. Rowling said so much explicit shit and you still support them. Like, you have to take and judge everything moment by moment. This is just really affecting me at the moment because of this giant TLDR of everything that's happened to Kaden. But it's just the idea that the voice actress, a transsexual person, who voiced the first openly transsexual character in RWBY of May Marigold, has been exposed to, like, bigotry and transphobia during their time working at the company Rooster Teeth. Which blows my fucking mind. They should be heralded as, like, yes, this is finally being more accepted and normal within RWBY. It has been for a long time, like, at least in the community and the fans, but, like, hey, the show finally has a transsexual character. This is amazing. And that same person was exposed to so much transphobia and didn't even get paid to be the voice actress for May Marigold, which blows my fucking mind. That, coupled, let me just find it. Here it is. Aaron Zek, the voice actress of Blake Belladonna, one of the main characters in RWBY, them exposing the fact that they've had issues with Rooster Teeth and, quote, from the secondhand effects of crunch through a partner to being threatened with recasting on RWBY if I didn't accept what they were willing to pay me. Extending, like with everything that's happening with Kaden, that's more than enough reason to be upset at Rooster Teeth, but even everything else that's being revealed because of this, like this, one of the main characters being potentially recast because they threatened, like, hey, we will pay you this amount, and if you don't accept it, we will recast you. We don't care, you're one of the main characters. That blows my fucking mind. That really astonishes me. So, and that again, coupled with, like, I'm so happy that Kaden is retweeting a lot of the big things from either former Rooster Teeth employees or current ones that have been exposed to stuff and are, like, talking about it. But then, of course, we have the official Rooster Teeth statement, which it's one of those copy and paste templates. Hey, we didn't want this to happen, even though, like, it all, like, I know there's no reason for a company to just randomly post saying, like, hey, we don't like bigotry, like, we don't accept that in our company. But every time we see one of these cookie cutter apologies from a company, it always feels entirely sincere. Like, insincere, sorry. Let me rephrase. Repeat. Insincere. Not sincere. It feels bullshit. And I love the first comment. Is the opening sentence saying it took until 2020 to realize racial slurs aren't acceptable. Thank you, John Carter. John Cartwright, my apologies. Man, like, it's just astonishing. It's fucking crazy to think that one of the shows... I need a fucking drink out of my McDonald's glass. That was what I wanted to say at the start. I'm having Bundaberg rum and Pepsi Max in a McDonald's glass and a vape. That's why you shouldn't have respect for me. Anyway, just understanding, like, that RWBY, for so many people, is one of those shows that anyone from, like, multiple walks of life and genders and sexualities can come to and enjoy. Oh my god, my fucking hair, my apologies. That so many people I know of varying sexualities and genders all enjoy RWBY for one reason or another, and a company that openly expresses their love for, or their supposed love for the LGBT I'm probably going to get this wrong. Wait, do they have it in their statement? I don't know the full... Fuck. Here it is. LGBTQIA+. There it is. Like, they openly say, hey, we love people in that community, and, like, they sell merch of their supposed homosexual characters, which haven't been explicitly exposed as homosexual, like, said they're homosexual, or, like, transsexual, or anything like that. Like, they sell merch of those characters and have rainbow imagery all over the website when it comes to Pride Month. And it's like, wow, okay, like, everyone would think they're really open to this sort of thing, and then when a statement like Caden's Twit logo comes out and expresses the complete opposite that's been going on for 10 years, like, I know it seems weird to think 10 years ago, like, this sort of thing wasn't as openly talked about and openly discussed, and it was more normalized to be not as accepting of this sort of thing, and, like, offensive comments and all that were more normalized when it comes to, like, these sort of sexualities and whatnot. So it's weird to think about, like, 10 years ago when Caden was initially hired, that was just the active thing. And, like, I'll admit, like, I'm not the fucking best person to speak to about all this thing. Like, I have multiple friends who are a part of that community, and I support them wholeheartedly. I want them to be happy. I feel, hey, if you're happy doing what you're doing, that's great. But, like, I'm not a fucking saint either. I said bad things in the past, not directed at any particular people. I've just said words I thought were funny, and were later told, hey man, could you not say that? And I apologized and said, okay, I won't say those words anymore. I am one to admit to that sort of fault. And it's one of those things, this has been happening for 10 years, and Caden recently left. It's just so bizarre to think of, because, like, it's only the past 3 or 4 years where I've found a lot of friends within this community and have become more accepting of that sort of thing. Not that I wasn't accepting of it before, it's just it wasn't really on my mind before. I just never really gave a shit, and, like, in all honesty, like, I still kind of don't care. Like, if you be you, if you want me to call you a different name, I'll call you a different name. Like, if you want to be identified as a different gender, give me some time and I will get there eventually. It's just, it takes brain rewiring and reprogramming to go, like, okay, they want to be a she instead of a he. Let me take some time to call you, to adjust to that, so I can call you that and we can both be happy. But, like, it's not going to be an instantaneous change. I'm kind of stupid, it takes me a while. But, yeah, it's just believing and understanding that Rooster Teeth was a company fully accepting of this sort of thing, only for them to be exposed so much by people in, like, Caden has retweeted, like, former Rooster Teeth employees, and everything that's been happening, like, it's... yeah, it just fucking feels weird, man. And, like, that's the thing, I've been planning on making RWBY content, and I still want to, because I still love RWBY. That I don't think that's going to change massively. Like, it's just one of those things I find comfort in, and I really enjoy. And, like, 'cause what the planned content I had was an Ice Queendom review when the dub was finished, which I might not actually do because Ice Queendom hasn't really captured my imagination like I thought it would. I haven't, like, really cared that it's been coming out. And Volume 9 episode reactions with Gus on my channel, not Firestorm. So when Volume 9 airs, which I still want to do because I'm really excited for Volume 9. It's just again, it's one of those things of separating, like, in this situation, do you separate art from artist? Do you try to support RWBY but not support Rooster Teeth. It's difficult. I'm only now reading a lot of things that Jen Brown, the voice actress for Pyranikos, also experienced. Not just with Rooster Teeth, but the basically explaining that the entertainment industry in itself, in non-union states, are rather bad when it comes to this, like when it comes to being paid appropriately for work. Which also goes into the conversation of the voice actress for Bayonetta 3 and everything that's happening with that. Man, the entertainment industry's getting fucked up. Like, and all that shit with Warner Brother. Oh, fucking hell. Man. What am I doing? Why am I making this video? Like, because you all know how fucked up it is. What I want to try and express with this video is that you would imagine, like, it's really easy to be fooled by a pretty face, essentially. Like, Rooster Teeth has always painted itself as a company that's all-inclusive and accepting of everyone, and then there are dozens of former employees expressing their, the amount of offensive shit they were exposed to all throughout their, throughout their tenure at Rooster Teeth. And it's one of those things, I watch RWBY through Crunchyroll, genuinely. Like, I think when Volume 7 was airing, I paid for Rooster Teeth first, but I mostly consume it through Crunchyroll. So, in this scenario, I think for now I'm going to go forward with RWBY content that I create in the future. But I'm basically just going to watch it on Crunchyroll, and look, I know Crunchyroll doesn't have the best reputation either. It's really difficult when there is such a thing as a monopoly, and that's what Crunchyroll is. It's a never ongoing scenario. This happened, what, a day or two ago when all this went down, so things will probably develop from here. This is why I don't make content about ongoing scenarios, even like professional wrestling. Like, my video about Logan Paul not being a face is completely irrelevant, because Logan Paul proved himself that he can be a face in WWE. So this is why I don't usually make content about ongoing real-life scenarios, but I don't know why. I wanted to put my 2 cents in this and just express my deep displeasure and annoyance with Rooster Teeth, and just people, be better, be more open, be more loving, be more accepting of those around you, because you don't know who they are. Like, you don't know who the stranger next to you on the street is, but they deserve kindness and joy. That is not hard to come by. I try not to garner hate for anyone. I dislike certain people. I don't like my boss and his attitude towards others, but I know he's only a human being. And there are only two, maybe 3 people I genuinely hate with a passion, but I don't let that drag me down every day, because they're not in my life anymore. So, like, I encourage everyone to just come together and be positive to your fellow person. So, I think I'll leave this here. If there's any updates that are worth adding, I'll add them. But, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. More content is on the way shortly. And, yeah, have a good one.